Am I the meanest? Sure, yeah. Am I the prettiest? Sure, yeah. Am I the baddest mofo go down around this time? Sure, yeah. But who am I? Sure, yeah. Who am I? Sure, yeah. I can't hear you. Sure, yeah. Can you dig it, sucker, sucker?
Can you dig it, suckers? How you doing, fight fans? EJ Boxing live here with another show, previewing predictions all the weekend. Wilder, Povetkin, drugs. Hey, boy, we're gonna talk about everything, man. We'll talk about everything, boy. We have Naoto over here. We have Ben Umar. We have Chris Caban. So we're gonna talk about it, man. How you doing, guys? What's going on, man?
What's up?
I'm doing it.
What's up, man? What's up? All right, man. Let's get straight with it, man. Alexander Povetkin is found with the drug Camuvo in his system. The fight is supposed to be next Saturday. I don't think it's gonna happen. What is going on? People have been saying Wilder's been ducking him, and the fight's finally pinned down. Wilder was gonna go over there and face him. What do you reckon is gonna happen? I don't know. What's the outcome? Now, so you go first.
I mean, it's pretty crazy. You know, he tested positive for this drug, meldonium. It's apparently something that basically increases blood flow. It's used in like cardiac patients, people with heart failure, congestive heart failure, stuff like that. You know, it's entirely possible that that it can be used for, you know, other things other than that, of course, too. You know, it could be like a stamina enhancer, like in theory. It's been around apparently since the 1970s, and then it only just became banned on January 1st of this year. So it's entirely possible that Povetkin may have been taking this stuff for a minute now, and then only now was he popped because now it's a banned substance. I know Maria Sharapova, the popular, you know, international tennis player, had tested positive for this, I think, about 2.5 months ago. And they were trying to say that, you know, they didn't even realize that it was on the banned list because I guess she had been taking it so long. And apparently it's pretty widespread. There's been over 100 people that have actually tested positive for this since they banned it. So it's a pretty widespread drug, and I kind of doubt that it's being used for a medical reason by all of these different athletes if they're all just tested positive for it. You know, a lot of wrestlers, weightlifters, endurance runners, you know, that have tested positive for this stuff. And you know, I don't know if he just tested positive outright, or if it's or actually, you know what it says right here, it was his A sample that tested positive. I'm not sure how the B sample is going to come off, because I know recently Francisco Vargas, when he tested positive for clenbuterol, his B sample came back clean, and all of his other tests since then have come back clean. So I'm wondering if it possibly might be some sort of a false positive or trace amount or something. But regardless of all that, it doesn't look good, because I do know the WBC basically co-signed and like sanctioned VADA testing for this fight themselves. So if in theory Deontay Wilder was to pull out of the fight, then they would basically strip Povetkin of his mandatory position, as opposed to, you know, doing anything to Wilder, because it's under their own guidelines. So it would be a real shame if the fight didn't happen because of that, because this is a fight that a lot of people were looking forward to. I was especially looking forward to. Really, like, one of the biggest tests possible for Wilder. You know, it's almost like a fight where if he wins it, you really can't take much away from him at all. But if it doesn't happen, it's just, you know, it's a shame, and it's fucked up that Povetkin would be testing positive for something like that, if that's the case.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Chris Caban, what's your take? Unmute yourself, Chris.
Okay, my take is I've been telling you that since last year, Aaron, when the Techum and the Perez fight. I've been
boxing live, if you don't mind, Chris. Thank you very much.
Okay, my bad. I'm sorry for that. EJ Boxing Live.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Well, I've been telling you that since last year. From the Tekken fight and fights before that, I've been saying he was on steroids, and people was giving Wilder a bad shape because he was asking for a steroid test. You remember that?
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, he was scared."
Yep, that's true.
And then it comes out he comes out
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
It comes out, he's on the shit, and I've been saying that.
So you're saying you wasn't surprised to hear about
I wasn't
this,
surprised, Harold. You used to give me a hard time. You were like, it's alleged. It's alleged. We don't know for a fact, but it's out now.
I don't know if it was me, because I remember like I talked to some I don't think it was me, I don't think I gave you a hard time. 'Cause I remember I talked to one trainer in the gym, and he was telling me about the fight, and he goes, he's definitely on it. And I goes, how do you know why? Because you can see he's in his system. But I was talking to another trainer about the Perez fight. So I don't know if it was me who gave you a hard time about that, Chris. I don't actually remember that, but I remember that one of the trainers in the gym I was in was telling me, he's a European trainer, he was telling me that he thought he was on some drugs, just the way he's operating, because before he didn't look that strong before, and all of a sudden he's looking really strong. And I was just listening to Deontay's Nation. He was saying that when he saw what Wilder did to Spilka, and all of a sudden he didn't get in the ring, he wasn't so happy to get the fight. So I'm not too sure. I'm not surprised that he's been found with this thing. But apparently he's been saying he's been taking it from last year. So if you've been taking it from last year, that means you've been taking it. I mean, they banned it recently, but when they changed their drug testing, you was probably aware of it. So why are you taking stuff that in the end of the day is an enhancer? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, bro, like, I'm glad they found out, to be honest with you. I'm glad they found out, to be honest with you, because in the day, like, cheating. Someone's got some background. You've got a background in the background.
Well, and seeing the thing is, certain drugs can stay in your system for a certain amount of time, but for it to be 4 months or 5 months rather.
He said that. Obviously he's lying. He's been taking it. Scorsese, what's your take? Scorsese. Unless he's
Yeah, because they even said that he took it when he knocked out Murray Zwak last year. That he had
because he said he took it from back then. So I'm saying so. Okay, Hakeem wants to jump in 1 minute. Yeah, that's just what I'm saying to you. So he's been taking it for a while. You know what I mean? He's been taking it for a while. Scorsese.
Say what's up.
Yeah, we're talking about Wilder, man. You got your little baby in the background there, Scorsese.
Tell him who you think gonna win. Say who you think gonna win the fight.
No. Scorsese, what's that? Is that your little baby in the background?
Nah, bro, he just bad, man. I'm listening. I'm just listening, man.
Alright, cool. There you go.
You live? Are you live right now? You live?
Yes, Scorsese, we're live, man. This is a live.
I get my take on it real quick. They need to.
I'll give you a take on the drug thing. We're talking about the drug thing, bro.
That's what you're talking about, the drugs.
Yeah. We're talking about the drug, and if the fight was to go ahead, we already most people pick Wilder, but what are you surprised about the drug taking?
Nah. Like I feel like a psychic. Like I've been saying. Yeah, like I was saying, I ain't surprised, but I feel like a psychic. He like just got a lot better, got a lot more endurance and stamina, handling heavyweights when he couldn't handle cruiserweights. I don't care if it's not on the list, like you're taking enhanced and stuff, you shouldn't be doing it, but I gotta go, man.
Okay, no problem. Alright, go. Alright, cool. Who more?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris.
And you saying the Eddie Chambers fight, he didn't look like the killer in the Eddie Chambers fights and the fight, the Nada fight. He just didn't look. He's destroying dudes, knocking dudes out with jabs.
Not even just the Chambers fight, but the Huck fight. Huck almost had his ass knocked out.
Yeah, that's right.
That was more recent.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, so I don't know, Chris. Like, if I had, I would say you ain't took nothing. But one of the trainers told me directly that he's taking stuff. Like, so I knew for a while, like, that he was taking stuff, and I wasn't surprised. But the fact that
look how his body changed too from when Teddy Atlas was training him.
Exactly. So close to the fight, you're gonna mess up like this. It's messed up, yo. EJ, why not reading what? Nah, man. Yo, Hakeem, if you want to jump in or not, like, that's it. That's it. I got yeah, what I was gonna say again. So anyway, so it's messed up, man. It's messed up because everyone was looking forward to the fight, and it's not happening. So boy, I don't think it's gonna happen. No one say it's not gonna happen, But obviously, if you've been taking drugs and they found it, it's not gonna happen, is it? Like, what do you guys take? Do you think it's gonna happen?
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry. I
You
missed
think
what
you guys, any of you guys, anyone can say a comment on this?
Thanks, not. Hey, thanks, not. I appreciate that, man.
No problem. What were you saying, EJ?
You think the fight's gonna happen?
Do I think it probably depends on if the B sample comes back, if that comes back positive or negative, because the WBC said they weren't going to rule on it until that happened. So I'm sure they're going to, be in a hurry to do that because it's only a week away. But I mean, it's crazy because the thing is, there's a lot of money invested in this fight. So to imagine it not happening is even that seems even kind of crazy, because this is a lot of money at stake here, and I'm not sure what kind of possible recourse they would have in order to get the money back that they would otherwise lose on canceling the whole event, if Wilder was to just say fuck it and leave.
Bro, listen, they cancelled the event with what's his name again? With Dennis Leverbed versus Gary Mill Jones because he tested. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Done it before. The guys, you know what I'm saying? They're waiting for a B sample or whatever, but he already said he's been taking it from September. I think they should cancel the fight, and he needs to be stripped of his ranking. That's what I think. That's just my personal opinion. Anyone disagree?
And seeing if the B sample comes back positive, there's no doubt. There's no doubt.
It's gonna come back possible. It's gonna, because he already said he's been taking it. So I don't know why they're going through the thing.
Well, I mean, they said that he was taking it last year. And seeing the thing is, if he was taking it last fall, by now it shouldn't be in his system anymore.
Yeah,
it's been too long.
It's been way too long. That's what I'm saying. It's been way too long. Hakeem, are you there? Hakeem.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I'm here.
Basically,
I'm
as soon as
talking about Lucas Brown.
No, we're talking about Povetkin and Wilder. Go ahead.
Whoa. Go on.
Yeah, Povetkin tested positive for basically like a blood flow agent called meldonium. It's an anti-ischemia drug for like heart failure and stuff like that. Increased blood flow. But no, I was saying that that as soon as it got put on the banned list, January 1st, they should have been having Povetkin basically, just in theory, like if it was gonna stay in the system all this time. You have to know that if something that you've been taking all this time suddenly becomes banned, first, stop taking it. Secondly, go find out what you can do to get it out of your system. First and foremost. And even if Povetkin had to take time off in order to let it run out of his system and postpone the fight because of that, then that's what you do. You know what I mean? Because say EJ, say you were taking some sort of supplement, some sort of medicine that all of a sudden it just became banned today. And somebody wants to fight with you in a few months. Are you going to just sign the fight with them and not understand if it's still in your system or not? Or are you going to take the proper steps to make sure that it's not in your system anymore and that you can fight and go ahead as planned?
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you, man. I got some news as well. Shagalive's management said they're gonna go ahead and fight Fraser Quendo for the other belt. So he's come back out of retirement. So I just put it out there right now. So because obviously Lucas Brown has been stripped of his belt and he's been stripped of his position. He got 6-month ban. Shagayev will be coming out to face Fraser Quendo again. He's beaten him already, so that will happen. Hakeem, unmute yourself. We're talking about Wilder and Povetkin. What's your
I didn't even know about it. This must have happened a couple hours ago because I was just looking at boxing earlier on my lunch break. So I guess it didn't hit America yet. The B sample that was found Lucas Brown's last story I read. You know what? I do believe that boxing needs to be as fair as possible, and if I'm Wilder with this much money on the line, I think it's unfair for Wilder. I mean, Povetkin, and it is what it is for Povetkin. I think it's really unfair on Wilder because this was his fight to really solidify him as undisputed. You can't talk shit about him anymore. He is the truth fight, and now that fight for him is unfortunately at jeopardy. So for him being validated by people that dislike him is now once again going to have to be put on hold if the fight does not happen. So what do you do when you're Wilder in this situation? If I was Wilder, I'd still take the fight, but I'd want to have some clear understanding of why he was taking the medication. Was it really because he has heart failure that he did not want to release to the public? It could be that. You said it had something to do with heart failure. Maybe he has a condition he doesn't want his opponents to know about. You know, so we really don't know. But if you're Wilder, you need to take the gamble. And I think you have to fight him. But I think it's really, really unfair to Wilder. But if I was Wilder, I'd take the fight.
To come back at your point, right, to gamble, like already you said that there's people dissing him. Like Wilder will fight him. Like even if he had that in his system, Wilder will still beat him. The point is, yeah, like
yeah, I do. I believe so. I believe too. That's why I would take the fight as well. I believe the same thing.
The point is, yeah, you're supposed to be a clean athlete, yeah, and I don't think Wilder comes out of this with any disrespect, bro. Like you can't do it. If people want to talk shit about Wilder, like I gotta question you as a fan. Like if this dude's taking stuff that enhance his stuff in training, and then you gamble, I don't think Wilder's the gamble too. I think Wilder says, "Nah, I'm not fighting this dude." He's took something. If now let's put it on the other end. Let's reverse that. Let's say they found stuff in Wilder's body. Whoa, bruh.
Yeah, they would have lost their minds. They would have lost their minds.
Not even that. Like the whole world would have erupted. They would have went crazy. So why Wilder have to gamble when this dude? And the thing is, yeah, if you look at the videos that are coming down, people on the hush it. All the people talking shit, I don't hear nothing from them. They've all disappeared. They've all disappeared.
We know the underlying reason. This is boxing. We know the underlying reason why that's the case.
Yeah, exactly. They've all disappeared, and then no one's talking. They're not talking about it. So they're just trying to say, "Oh shit, man." You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, Wilder, if you find that some guy's cheating, but nah. Well, I'm fighting this dude, regardless of anything. I don't need to fight this dude. He's proven he has to take that because he wants to cheat. I was coming, and look at this. Wilder was coming to his country to fight him. So I understand about the money and stuff. I think Wilder should take. I think Wilder's purse. He should still take his money. I think Povetkin shouldn't take no money. I don't think if the fight goes ahead, then fight a spare bit. But Wilder's gambling. It's too much.
I think yeah. You know, if I was Wilder, you're right. You know, I would use that. You know, you're right. You're right, EJ. His negotiation team for Wilder should start negotiating now for extra. Like, okay, without me, you don't make this money. So. And you're the one who messed up, not me. I've been training hard. I haven't failed any tests.
Right.
So they probably can't switch the venues because it's probably too late now, right? They probably can't switch the venues. So they bigger purse, and I still want to see if I can switch venues. And if I can find a venue in enough time to accommodate the fight, I want that venue. I mean, because he's going to have to, yeah, he definitely, I wouldn't negotiate. I mean, I'm pretty sure the Povetkin's team isn't stupid. They're about to lose something. If they want this fight, they're going to lose something. And I think home field advantage is more than fair. It's more than fair. Yeah, it's more than fair. And Povetkin and Wilder should be given the chance to. Povetkin's had his chance to shine, all right? He failed. I mean, that's his fault. This is Wilder's time to shine, you know. I think Wilder should probably fight in Las Vegas. You know, they got the new T-Mobile Arena. You know, it's humongous. Or fight Madison Square Garden. You know, Europeans and Eastern Europeans do good in Madison Square Garden. So fight Madison Square Garden and, you know, go get it on.
How about this, right? They don't fight in Russia. He gets a little fine, Povetkin I'm talking about, and they fight back in America. That's what I think. I think we leave it for a while. We say, nah, well, because you get drunk, you need to clear out you need to sort yourself out. When you sort yourself out, we're gonna fight in America. That's what I think should happen. You know what I mean?
Why you gotta sort itself out? Why no suspension? If anybody else, they would have got suspended.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say to you. Like suspension.
Because this is boxing. That's why.
Nah, other people got suspended. He could be suspended too.
Yeah, but this is gonna be the biggest heavyweight fight right now. And how long away is the fight away from now?
He was on drugs. He messed his opportunity up.
I'm not saying he shouldn't lose his opportunity, but you know, if you're Wilder, if I'm Wilder, I don't want him to be suspended. I'd rather him lose and get suspended afterwards. I want that
There's
edge.
more opponents for Wilder to fight other than him.
No, but that's the biggest. That's the biggest one right now.
Chris, what would you want? What would you want to happen to Povetkin? Then tell us what you think should happen.
I don't think he should be suspended and bring another opponent in.
That's just a short notice like that.
Yeah, or don't take the fight. Or that's way I wouldn't take the fight. I wouldn't take the fight and he was on some shit. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but how much? But you gotta understand how much money is gonna be left. You can't just put any opponent there.
There ain't no buts.
Unless Povetkin gives up his. But if you tell the person, right, this is boxing, right, this is for the sport of prize fighting, money more than everything. If you're Wilder, you look at the negotiation table and you see how much money is on the table, and you say, okay, if I replace it with somebody else, I'm not gonna get that money. nor am I going to be able to get a gateway to demand more money in the future. So you're looking at him as more of an investment, more so than the drugs. So you want to use that as a negotiating tactic.
Nah, but
That's what you want to do.
Generally speaking, though, when this fight is signed, your money is guaranteed, regardless of who your opponent is.
Yeah, but when he failed the test, I'm pretty sure it voided parts of that contract, if not all of it.
Nah, it does. No, that's something different.
It has to, because there has to be a safeguard. It voids for Povetkin's side, right? But does Povetkin still have to pay him the money?
Yeah, this is what I said to you. He's gonna get his purse. What's gonna happen? He's gonna get stripped of his ranking, and he's gonna be suspended. And then I'm trying to say the fight will happen at a later date. That's what I'm trying to say to you. So that's what I'm.
Oh no, I would still fight him. I would still fight him. I want that money. I want that head now. I want that head now.
I definitely would not fight him at all.
Because Povetkin's losing either way. Povetkin's getting that ass whooped either way. Like that's why he's getting his ass whooped either way.
Let me hear Chris's take. Go ahead, Chris. Tell him what you think.
He shouldn't get the fight. He shouldn't be rewarded. He's cheating.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's the thing. See, and I hear where Hakeem's coming from. You know, like I want to see the fight too.
No,
but it's not that's me as a fan. If I was Wilder, I'd be like, well, fuck this guy. You know, like he's gonna cheat against me. Why couldn't I have been on some shit too? You know, going into this fight.
So what do you think he would do though? If Wilder was found out, what do you think he would do? Povetkin, you think he would do that? Do you think he'd fight on?
No, Povetkin would drop the. No, he would quit.
Why are we trying to make standards that Wilder's gonna do that? This guy wouldn't do the same.
Because I want Wilder to get more. I think it's unfair that Povetkin cheated, and now Wilder has to pay the penalty somehow for it. Because if you penalize Povetkin, you penalize Wilder, and it's not even his fault. That's why I'm on Wilder's side, because it screws over Wilder. Like, he's been training, he's been putting in that work. You know, he's been waiting for this opportunity to be on the main stage outside that stupid fight between Fury and Klitschko. Like, this is actually the most exciting fight in heavyweight boxing right now. And now he gets screwed out of his fight because this guy's cheating?
Listen,
nah, man, I would try to negotiate better. Negotiate more.
Let me say something, right? Let me say something.
Hakeem's out his goddamn mind, man.
No, it's not out of my mind. I'm looking for the perspective that the drug he took was for.
Hey! Let me hold. I'm gonna have to mute people, yeah? I want to hear Umar's take, right? Umar, give me your take. And no one interrupt either. Umar, go ahead.
My take right now, I say we go to Alabama, right? We get a crowd of all the boxing fans in water. We go to Alabama, right? Yes. We find the biggest tree in the country and we string.
Stop there. No racial thing. Let's keep it boxing.
No, I don't mean kill him. Just string him by his legs. He's a fucking cheater.
Can I go back to talking now? Can I go back to talking now?
I'm gonna finish what I'm saying. He's a fucking cheater. We all knew he was a goddamn cheater, and he finally got caught. And I don't want to hear no excuses for this guy, but I know we're going to have a gang of excuses. It's enough. The guy's a fucking cheater. It is what it is. We've been knew this when he was knocking over fucking Takam and knocking out fucking Perez with jabs and shit. Like, come on, man. This is ridiculous. Wilder, I get somewhat of what Hakeem's saying, because Hakeem wants him to have that scalp. I understand that. But if you just disregard the fact that the man's a cheater and give him a chance to fight on, then it just nullifies the whole principles of you're not supposed to be taking steroids. So he has to pay his penance like everybody else. Because if Wilder's ass would have got caught, they would have fucking destroyed him.
Thank you, Umar. That's what I'm saying. They would have killed him.
Ain't that shit still in his system, too? And that fight next week, imagine if he catch Wilder with one of them damn steroid-ass punches.
Well, and not only that, but the thing is, imagine if a fighter like got seriously hurt, seriously injured, or killed in the ring, and then they found out after the fight happened that the guy that dealt the blows was tested positive for something. That shit would be all over every piece of media, sports media, news media. It'd be on CNN, man.
Yeah.
Talking about steroid boxer freaking killed somebody or whatever the hell. People just call every performance enhancing drug steroids, even if they're not. So I mean, it'll just look bad. It'll just look bad for the sport as a whole.
Yeah, but a lot of these drugs that these guys are taking, that they get popped for, that look like they're for this or that. A lot of those drugs are just basically masking agents for other things that they're doing that you don't necessarily catch.
Of course, but this ain't a masking agent though. Like, this is straight up. You take it, your blood flow increases right then and there.
I don't know nothing about steroids and nothing about none of this shit. I just know if they tell me it's banned, then it must be something
fucked up about it. I don't take steroids, never have. You gotta ask that dude about that. But I like, so I don't know nothing about the specifics of this shit, but I just know it's supposedly banned. So if it's banned, he has to pay the price. Just look at what's happening to fucking Lucas Brown. He got stripped of his title. He's banned for, I don't know how long he's banned for, but he's banned for a while.
6 months.
6 months, okay, and then
Umar, 1 minute. So Dillian got something in the system. You know how long the British board suspended Dillian for?
2 years. 2 years.
Oh, talk on that, Umar.
I know, man, because Dillian's been my guy for a long time. They fucking washed Dillian for 2 years. I don't know what he was doing to make money after he got caught with whatever it was that he got caught with. And now Povetkin, people are trying to have sympathy for Povetkin. Fuck that. They banned him for 2 years, too.
And Lucas as well. Lucas 6 months? 6 months? Sometimes they don't even fight for 6 months. I mean, what's going on here? There's no standard in terms of your punishment. We should talk about...
Yeah, exactly. All 6 months is a fucking rest from boxing. That ain't no ban.
Listen, bro, we should talk about the punishment, bro. Like, this is a dangerous sport, bro. The man's taking something to enhance them.
Hey.
Go ahead.
Johnny Tapia got banned for 3 years for testing positive for cocaine outside of competition. He wasn't even in competition. He got arrested, being high as fuck, and he got.
And honestly, I don't think cocaine can enhance your boxing ability. Maybe it can. I don't know. I never took coke.
See, the thing is, he never tested positive in a fight. He tested positive when he got arrested. When they arrested his ass for because he was wilding out.
Well, we all know the boy Johnny. The boy Johnny had a few problems. he was a hell of a fighter, but he had a few problems.
No, but see, that's the thing. His drug abuse didn't even have anything to do with the sport. He just got caught with drugs.
Yeah, and this is what I'm trying to say to you now. So what is the standards of the standards of when people take something they allow? Look, what about Chavez Jr. for marijuana and all these other guys? They're back fighting within a couple of months. What about people with the hand wrap? So there's no consistency in terms of the punishment, and the punishment to Povetkin is not going to be that much. If this was Wilder, they'd probably talk about banning him for life. This is hypocrisy in its fullest. And I tell you what, yeah, if I was Wilder, bro, I'd take my ball and go home. And
exactly.
I tell Povetkin, when you sort out your business, I'm gonna be here waiting for you in Alabama. And in the chat, we got Rob Gatti. He said, Deontay, get Deontay's ass back home. And I agree with him, man. No fight, bro. No fight.
He needs to take it. He needs to go home and wait for his check to clear. That's it, because they gotta pay him regardless, because he's not the cause of this. So he's gonna get his whatever. I don't know how much he was getting paid. He's gonna get his millions.
Yeah.
It was like 6 million, something like that, man.
Yeah, and you know what you do? You sit there waiting for Joshua and Brazil, and you know what you do? In fact, no, you don't even wait for it. You get on the plane when that press conference there. You hound Joshua for the whole week while he's fighting Brazil. I'm back in my America. You know what I mean?
Just take anybody. Just take a stay busy fight if you can find some fucking
exactly. Because he's been training all this time. He's been training.
Yeah, exactly. Don't waste the training. Go fight somebody, but just fight somebody else and keep busy. Don't matter who it is, because it's not your fault that this fight's fucked up. It's his fault. So fight anybody. Nobody can criticize you for who you fight, and then wait for the next big fight, because there's plenty of big fights out there. But Povetkin ain't the only big name. Josh was out there taking skulls. So wait for him.
Yeah. Lewis, hey, that's a fight there. He can take Luis Ortiz, man.
He's not gonna fight Ortiz. He's not gonna fight Ortiz.
Not on short notice.
Because you understand, this is Ortiz, man. You don't.
I wasn't talking about on short notice. I'm talking about in the future. He's another guy that's just as dangerous.
Oh yeah. In the future, yeah.
Yeah, in the future, like in the distant future. You gotta give him a couple more top level fights. Got like Ortiz beats him right now, bro.
No, bro, take him out now.
I think Ortiz beats him now, man. In my opinion, I think Ortiz wins that fight.
What's David Wilder is like the people talking about he ain't a fight. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna take the next toughest guy. I'm gonna take Ortiz. That's why.
But this is the thing about
I'm not gonna take Ortiz. No money is in Ortiz. First off.
Why are we doing Wilder like that for? Like, say this is the whole thing with the
Povetkin. Yeah, exactly. They're always saying Wilder's a fucking scaredy cat. Like, what is this about?
No, I'm looking at the WBC rankings right now.
No, Povetkin.
Go ahead now.
I'm looking at the WBC rankings right now. Carlos Takam's still rated number 5. Fucking fight him.
Yeah, he's got weight out of Joseph Parker and that. But what I'm saying to you, for Wilder, I'm trying to say to you, this is what I'm saying. For Wilder, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna clean this division up. Like, I'm gonna take Ortiz. No one wants to take him. I will take him. I'll take him. Like, I'll give him time to train, and I'll take him. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, we're saying no, but in short notice, I don't think this fight happens next week. If it happens next week, I'm on it. If we happen next week, I'm staying with Wilder. Still staying with Wilder, bro. Still saying Wilder. For real, for real.
I don't think Wilder's ready. I don't think Wilder's ready for Luis Ortiz.
I know no one thinks Wilder's
I think that fight's more I think that fight's more No. Luis Ortiz is levels above Povetkin. I'd rather see that fight marinate a little bit in like 1 year, 2 years, and where it's really competitive, and then they fight.
What's Luis Ortiz done? Like Povetkin in his season, bro. What's he done? Povetkin's better than Luis Ortiz. Are you crazy, bro?
Yo,
like,
eye test. Way better than Povetkin. Eye test wise, way better.
What's eye test?
Way better than Povetkin.
What's eye test gonna do with resume?
Defense,
resume.
is
What's
better.
his resume, bro?
Knockout power may even be better.
Who's he fought, bro?
You're cutting out. I can't hear it. I can't.
Well,
hear
he knocked out Jennings.
I don't know if it's my phone or if it's you.
It's your phone. It's your phone. I said, who's he fought?
He knocked out Jennings.
Is DJ cutting out for you guys, or is it just my phone cutting out?
It's your phone.
You're cutting out.
It's you, bro. It's you. It's you.
You know what I mean? Like, he ain't fought no one. Like,
It's me. Okay.
yeah, you need to call back, bro.
I switched to T-Mobile. This is that problem. Guess it comes with its losses.
Bro, whatever you're doing, yeah, it's like your lips are stuck to the microphone over there, bro. Yeah, like, loud as fuck.
Oh shit, son! You guys are so stupid, yo.
It's true, bro. His lips are stuck, bro. It's loud, man.
DJ Boxing Live here. DJ Boxing Live here.
Buster Douglas knocked him out. Buster Douglas, the fat punk, the legend.